call it hawk cuisine, taken to a new level. A high table at 45,000 feet in the air. That's higher than Mount Everest. This is the elevated experience on board the Bombardier 7500, the world's biggest custom-built business jet. This private plane seats a maximum of 19 passengers and can fly non-stop from Singapore to San Francisco. And business is booming for its owner, private charter firm VistaJet, the world's largest operator of business jets.
The first 3 quarters of this year were up almost 375% movements from Singapore, which is significant. And you can see the sort of draw of both Singapore and Southeast Asia now that the world started to open up a little bit more. And if I give you a sort of context to pre-COVID times, we're looking at about a 40 to 45% increase in the same period in 2019. So not only are we seeing a big bounce back from one year to the next, but certainly significant numbers before COVID.
The pandemic has impacted the way people want to travel. VistaJet works on a subscription model, and members pay rates starting from $15,000 per hour.
Welcome. Okay. Interesting combination of high net worth individuals and corporations. Often in this part of the world, they can almost be one and the same. You can have a corporation that's owned by a family, and the family are flying privately as well. But we're perfectly placed for both types of clients.
Included in the price, luxurious fittings, and the freedom to go where you want, when you want.
We cover 96% of all airports around the world. We connect all the cities around the world. You're able to pick up and drop us off wherever you feel and wherever your desires are.
In many countries, and going by private jet, you go to a special airfield, and you don't have to queue up, you don't have to put up with all the hassle that the common folk have to put up, So that was already a rising trend among the affluent travelers.
Overall, global air traffic is at almost 74% of September 2019 levels, according to data from the International Air Transport Association. In the Asia-Pacific, airline traffic more than quadrupled year on year, despite the region's biggest market, China, still remaining mostly closed. The Global Business Travel Association thinks worldwide business travel spend will only reach pre-pandemic levels by 2026. That's 2 years behind the forecast for other travel. But many companies are reassessing their corporate travel policies after 2 years of relying on teleconferencing and working remotely.
We were actually surprised that corporate travel has come back faster than our estimates expected. We look at things like airfares, which are still upwards of 30% higher than normal. Airfares are a leading indicator of demand. We look at booking patterns, and we are seeing solid bookings out into the middle of next year. There's a rise of internal corporate travel just to bring people back together and to help rebuild company culture. We do anticipate that will continue in 2023 as most companies are still struggling with the right mix of hybrid and remote work environments, but do see travel as a way to bring employees together to support company culture.
While business travel makes up a small share of total traffic, it accounts for a big share of airline profits. So changes in why and how corporate travelers fly will be closely watched by industry stakeholders.
Even pre-pandemic, not a lot of airlines are making a lot of money in their first-class products. They have to devote a lot of resources in terms of lounge, in terms of onboard products, and so on. But in terms of the actual demand, it varies according to the geography and the route-specific demand. And we're seeing some airlines just outright saying, going forward, they're going to scrap the intercontinental, the long-haul first class. And some of these people could be driven to private aviation as a result.
Critics of private jets say they are 5 to 14 times as polluting as commercial planes. But VistaJet says sustainability is a key part of its strategy. The company has set a goal of achieving carbon neutrality by 2025.